Hello everyone, welcome back to Black Cats TV, and I'm here with Conrad as usual. How you doing, Conrad?
I'm good, mate. Yourself?
I'm good, I'm excellent. And everyone here, you've just started the video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, do it now, because you're going to forget later. Just do it. And it's done. So we're here to preview that Sunday League football club that like to kick lumps off us, Luton Town.
Yeah.
Bit of a scrap last time, wasn't it?
It was definitely a game that they tried to play, or they did play successfully 2 years earlier on in the playoff semi-final at their ground, where they just tried to rough us up at successfully doing so. But thankfully, in the return fixture at the previous one this season, we held firm. Held firm for, what was it, the first 45 minutes was just corner after corner after corner, and we just held on. They had a goal rightly ruled out for offside when Clark came back from an offside position and tried to get it, and then we sucker punched them.
Yeah, it was a brutal. They just feel like that team that kicks lumps off you. That's why I call them the Sunday League team, because they really do. And I was going to pull up the squads there, but I haven't got the squads. Have you got the squad for the last fixture?
Yeah. If you give me a second, I can. But bear with me.
I'm on 11 vs 11, but it hasn't pulled it up, so it's really helpful like that sometimes. But
just when you really want that information, it's like no.
Yeah, I just remember thinking, Jesus, there's going to be red cards galore in this one. But
it did feel that way. I thought Morris was definitely in for one at one point. The way he was talking to the officials at half time because of his goal that had been ruled out, but no, didn't seem to go down that way. Although they didn't seem to like it when towards the end of the game we were starting to throw a few tackles back in on them. Really, they seemed to be a bit sort of put out by it. But I don't know. It just felt like a bit of a different Sunderland at that moment.
They've done terrible since.
Good.
And they've
what they deserve.
Stayed at the bottom. Obviously, we had Mundell playing them last time. We got one of the goals.
Yep.
As did Rigg, who is not quite firing on all cylinders. But it's the yellow cards that was interesting. Rigg, Patterson, Bellingham, Morris, Holmes.
I was just having a look. I finally got the team. So, Patterson started, Hugh, Meppen, 09, Sirkin, Brown, Neal, Bellingham, Mundell, Isidore, and Rigg. So, Rigg started out on the right, is saying here as a 4-3-3, but I think we realised he was tucked in as part of a 5, I think we thought, really. And then, when we counted out with them, I think that was when we sort of burst. And I think towards the end of the game, I kept saying to you, I've noted that we're sitting with like a 5 in defence, a 4 block in the midfield, and then Isidore up top on his own. Yeah.
Do you think we'll have a full team out for this one?
I mean, I hope so. I really hope Bellingham's back. I mean, if anyone hasn't watched our last video, which is all about Bellingham and the sort of role that he seems to play in our team, please go back and watch it. But I really hope Bellingham's back, because he seems to provide that extra cover for Sirkin. At left back, of course, there, and potentially in front of the defence as well, and just generally better on that side. I wish I could say Mundell was starting as well, but I mean, Enzo's a fantastic replacement out on the left as well. But I do worry about Chris Rigg, potentially, just because first time he went there, I thought, he's going to get roughed up, but he more than held his own in that game, showing his class. But he's not quite been the same since he's come back from his injury. Hopefully, this is the game where he finds it again. And Roberts is just off the boil at the moment for me, and I don't understand. And I say it every video. Bless you. I don't understand how Mayenda is not starting over him on that right-hand side of midfield. But...
No, there's some questionable decisions at the moment. And it's a difficult one because we're playing 23rd, so it should be the game where you're trying different things, right? But as Sunderland fans, we just want to get the win. We've already slipped up against Plymouth. We don't want to slip up against Luton.
Plymouth and Watford as well, and Coventry and Millwall, and Stoke away, and it's just. I know what this game is. So the game that we played at Kenilworth Road last time was them just brute forcing it, trying to bully us and get the win that way, which didn't work. But I've seen Luton before when we were in League One come to our place when they were top of the league and just frustrate the life out of us, almost just refuse to play any sort of attack football, any sort of, go out football, and then just sort of route one, lump it and hoof it down the field and just try and counter it. And I think that's exactly the game they're going to come and play at our place, because they're desperate for points. I didn't realise until this week they're 23rd now, 2 points away from being out of it. But I still think they're going to be desperate for points. They can't come here and go, we'll do this, rough them up. They need the win as well as we do. So I'm hoping that's their downfall.
Is it an advantage to them that they've had, it'll be 11 days of rest by the time they come to us?
When was their last game? Sorry, I didn't know.
1st of February.
Wow. Okay, so I'm guessing they weren't in the FA Cup then, and when we had to play. Interesting. I don't know, because we did that recently as well, didn't we? Where we had a game and we had a bit of time off, and that time off, it was almost like, hang on, are we too rested for this game now? A bit lethargic. Took us a second to sort of get going into the match. I can't remember which one it was earlier on. It might have been someone like Preston or something, when I think it was in the middle of Bellingham's suspension. But it took us a while to get going. So I'm hoping the fact that this Watford game's just happened, we're still a bit like, we really should have won that at the end. Right, bit between the teeth, let's go again. Quick turnaround and put it right. And I'm hoping that Luton will be like, we're all ready, but they're all a bit lazy from 2 weeks off.
Yeah, but I mean, it's messed up in this league when you have back-to-back fixtures like we've got, and then other teams have that much time to rest. It just seems
you would
insane,
think it would make sense for us not to have played on the weekend, because the rest of the league weren't with the FA Cup. So you'd rather just go, look, if someone in your league is playing, you all have the option to say no, like you don't want to, and just have a rest. But then I suppose you're only giving yourself a double game week somewhere else down the line, really, aren't you?
Yeah, well, hopefully it'll play out for us rather than them. But it's an evening kickoff, and they're obviously having to travel all the way up to our place, so that's always an advantage for us as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully this time, I don't know what our record's like against Luton at home. Have you got it there?
I have. How far back do you want to go?
Well, recent history, I'm trying to think. Obviously, we beat them at home in the playoffs. They beat us away.
We beat them at home in the playoffs. Then it's a draw. I'm just going off our home fixtures with them. Then we won. Draw.
But those are going back quite some time, those other ones, aren't they?
We're up to 1993, and we've not lost at home to them.
Yeah. So I think the most recent time I remember us playing them was not including the championship ones, was in League One, the first season in 2018, 2019. And they came and they got a 1-1 draw at home, a Jack Ross special at the time, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, I think they did. And then before that, we wouldn't have played them for several years, probably a decade.
1973 is the last time they beat us at home.
When was the last, before 2019 or 2018, when was the last time we played Luton in general?
Before the 18-19, you're saying, yeah?
Yeah.
So 2007 League Cup and 2007 League Championship, yeah.
Yeah, when we beat them 5-0 at their place. Yeah, when Roy Keane won the league with us. Yeah. I thought it was a while, because we don't play them. I think they went down on a bit of a, saunter into League One and League Two, and we obviously stayed in the Premier League for a decade, and then we met each other in League One again. They obviously got promoted before us, took us a while, and then we caught them, and then they went in the Premier League.
That goal scorers on that day were Anthony Stokes, Daryl Murphy, Ross Wallace, and David Connolly.
Yeah, Murphy got 2, didn't he, as well, I think?
He did, yeah. Martin Fulop in goal. Bless.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Right.
Danny Simpson left out the lineup for being late for training.
Was that the one? Was it that one?
Because he wanted to play, because it was the championship
for the bus,
game. Yeah, and he missed that one, and they just said, right, you're not in the squad. So, yeah, that's that one.
Nice. Good old days.
So, just having a look. I've got up their team and their stats. Obviously, we know a few of their players from, just generally being arseholes. So, number 1 on that list is Carlton Morris. 27 games, 7 goals. I think he does have a couple of assists to his name as well. The other striker who scored in the reverse fixture was Elijah Adebayo. He's got 5 goals with no assists, but he also scored in the playoff semi-final up at the Stadium of Light last time as well when Diallo scored for us. If I remember that worldie. And apart from that, their sort of assisters are Tom Krause and Alfie Doherty. Both have 4, so they're the ones. I think Doherty is like a left-sided player, left back maybe. I don't know where Krause plays, but that's their danger. Not many goals amongst that team, which is, to be expected when they're 23rd in the division, that they don't have many goals to their name. But I don't think that we shouldn't take them lightly, basically. They're going to come and they're either going to bully or they're going to frustrate, one of the two. And they need the points they need the points just as much as we do. So I'm hoping that's the downfall, that they're not just coming and being like, right, we'll just frustrate, 1-1's good for us and we'll leave. They need to really try and get out of it as well.
Yeah, I mean, because they're definitely in relegation battle now, right?
Well, otherwise they're going to do what Sunderland did in 2017, 2018 and just fall through 2 divisions. Yeah.
It's painful, Luton Town fans.
Yeah,
it's painful. But if anybody deserves it, you do.
Yeah. For the way you play football, you deserve this.
Back to the Sunday leagues you go.
Yeah.
Prediction.
Oh, it's going to be an awful game. I really want us to win. It's going to be hideous and it's going to be frustrating. I have a feeling it'll be like, the Stoke and the Norwich ones just before Christmas, where we were like biting our nails thinking, are we actually going to bloody win this game? And I don't know. Can you give yours first, what you're feeling?
No, because mine are always extreme.
But but you actually didn't do an extreme one in the last game.
I'm feeling 3-0 in this one.
I mean, I really hope you're right. To us, I assume.
Yes, yeah.
Really
Dirty,
hope you're right.
Messy 3-0. And 1 goal in the first half, 2 goals in the second half.
I want to say we'll win, but I'm thinking it's a Desmond again.
Oh, no.
I really do. But then I think we'll beat Leeds.
I can't put any more Desmonds on the...
Yeah. I really do think we draw with them and think, it's all over. And then we'd turn up and put 4 past Leeds and it'd be like, well, why you... What? How does that work? But yeah, I'm gonna stick it out and go 2-2 because at least then I'll be happy when it's not. But I was gonna say we didn't have a winner of our predictions again. Shock horror. Although there was one guy was the closest in the live commentary. I think it was Philip Parry, might have been something like that. He put in that he thinks Watford are going to win 2-1 because they were too physical. And obviously, all the way until the 89th minute, he was spot on. Well,
I'm afraid don't get any points for close.
No, but we do need to, seriously, just get your predictions in because we have no one on this winning leaderboard yet. We're just waiting for one person to get it right, and so far it hasn't happened. So you could literally be the only one and walk away with a free prize at the end of the season.
Exactly. Go for it. What have you got to lose? Stick your score prediction in below.
But an actual score prediction, not like someone did when they put draw.
Yeah, and not ours. You can't say we're either going to win 2-0 or draw 1-1. You got to pick.
Yeah. Bollocks on the table. What is the score?
So that our predictions are 3-0 for me and 2-2 for Conrad. For shame. I have a feeling we won't get this result and it'll be like, oh, look at us, we're falling apart, we can't do it, and then we'll beat Leeds. But would you take 4 points if it was the other way around? Would you beat Luton to draw with Leeds? I just want to beat everyone.
Yeah, I want to win every game too.
It's what we should be doing in this league.
We've had too many slip-ups. Wasn't there that table put out a while ago that if games ended at 75 minutes, we'd be 4 points clear at the top? But,
interestingly, Leeds have Watford tomorrow, so that'll be interesting to see
what Watford do. Is it Middlesbrough have Sheffield United as well? I think that's the one. Yeah, and I'm sure it's like Burnley versus someone crap.
Yes, Middlesbrough and Sheffield United, and Burnley against Hull.
Yeah, someone crap is what I said.
So, to Hull.
Yeah.
Interesting though. Sheffield United and Leeds. It could be a good game on Monday night. That's a chance for us to make some points.
Oh, do they play each other?
Yeah.
When do they play each other?
Monday night, 24th.
Is that the week after they play us?
Yeah, so they play us on the Monday the
wow.
17th, and then they play Sheffield United on Monday the 24th.
Well, if they get 4 or 6 points, this is Leeds. If Leeds get 4 or 6 points out of that, then they're guaranteed, promotion, really, aren't they? In the automatic. So, ideally, we take 3 off them, and then they draw with Sheffield United or lose, I guess.
And we don't drop any points against Hull.
And then we don't lose
weekend.
to Hull, or like someone else crap, Portsmouth. No, we've taken 6 off Portsmouth, so I'm all right with that.
Yeah. Well, and we don't have to play Plymouth Argyle again. Oh, we do. No,
or Watford. Watford have taken 4 off us. Plymouth have taken 6.
That's bad. That's so bad.
No, Plymouth have taken 6. Sorry, Plymouth have taken 4.
No, it was 4 points. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 points, and Watford are 4 points as well. Yeah, we've got 8 points to both of them.
It's just insane. Right. That's it. Would you like to say goodbye to the millions of viewers across the world?
Bye to the millions and millions. Yes, please do get your predictions in. We'll have a readout on the live stream of who's got what, and we always keep an eye on it just to see who's in the lead for some prizes. So you never know, a little throwaway comment that you have to keep a memory of as well might win you some prizes later on in the season. So get doing it now.
And subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it when you do win. There we go.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better.
Right. Thanks, everyone. And we'll see you for the live commentary and then for some videos afterwards. Goodbye.